So I am doing these videos back to back. Okay, I just broke them up. So, heck, I think this is maybe part seven. I don't even know. Um, and I'm going to be releasing them as they upload. I'm going to release them all at once, but I just did not want them to be very long. Now, we see Leticia, she got a motel room. Uh, Someone sent her money, a supporter sent her money to get a motel room because she's scared to go back home to get her car because she's scared that she's going to be arrested because there's this warrant. And I'm not sure if her mother is not allowing her to come back home or if she even called her mother and said, could you come get me? I'm not even sure. I have no clue. But she stayed in a motel room and she went and bought a bottle of Tylenol PM, cold medicine, and a bottle of Tylenol PM pills. And she's threatening to unlive herself. And she's doing a video, and I can't even remember what all she is saying through this video. I did watch it, but there's been a lot that has happened since then. But she is threatening to, if anybody comes in the door or comes, she's gonna go ahead and do this. She was planning on doing it that night because she didn't have, at first she said she didn't have any pot, but then later on she says she has a little bit of pot left. I mean, it seems to be about pot constantly. And she keeps saying, if you all would, give me a home, if you would supply my pot, it wouldn't come down to this. And she keeps talking about, if Jason would just call me, if he would just call me, I would not do this. There's a protective order, all right? And he does not want to call her. He wants nothing to do with her. I think that he is, this again is my opinion, he's going to wait for a DNA test done on this baby to see if it is his or not. And if it is, he might try to get custody of the baby, or he might not. I don't know. I'm not in his brain. I don't know what he's planning on doing. But she is saying if he contacts her, she won't do this, but he hasn't contacted her. Well, again, why would you want your rapist to contact you? That makes no sense. But throughout this video, I am watching, she kept the chat going. And again, this is my opinion. She's doing this for a reason. Normally, she would turn off comments. I'm seeing the chat, and I caught it on a replay. I did not catch the live as it was going. So it was a replay. But some of the comments were pretty disgusting. Some of them were supportive. Some of them were just, whatever. But she's, showing the bottle of pills, and she said that she was going to barricade the door, and that she was going to unlive herself. And what, a lot of people are trying to figure out where she's at. I mean, they truly care. They're trying to figure out what motel she's at, because they want to get the police there and, see if something can be done. Because she is pregnant and they want to save her and save this baby. Enough is enough already with her trying to harm the baby. If she's going to do something to herself, nobody is going to be able to stop her. She's going to do what she's going to do. But right now, there's another life that they are trying to save, because she is really not sure. You can't be sure when she is due, but she's getting close. Within a month, this baby is viable right now. Within a month, she is due, give or take. So people, there's a lot of people in chat that are really trying to figure out where she is at, and some people do know. They're saying, the wallpaper looks familiar. This is where she's hanging out at. She's already mentioned, about a motel. So they're on it. Some people are really on it, and I have to say thank you to the ones that were really focusing on that. Some other people were saying, just take the pills, take the pills, take the pills, because, this is a woman that has cried wolf for a long time. So, again, there's people that are just trolling her. And I've said it before. I don't think that her pain that she feels is fake. What she feels is what she feels. I think, in my opinion, a lot of things that she's putting out there are lies. Maybe they're false memories, or maybe she, in her mind, thinks a one-night stand or someone that doesn't want a relationship, she's going to call the rape thing out, or she's going to do what she can to force them into a relationship with her. She does have a lot of issues. That is absolutely apparent, okay? It is. There is no doubt about that. But she will go back and forth, I'm not trying to harm this baby, but then I want this baby dead. If there's no father, there is no baby. Again, there is so many of us women that have raised our children on our own, for whatever reason, okay? It might not be the, quote, nuclear family, but we have done it. But in her mind, it can't be done. If there's no father, there's no baby. So, she goes on and on and on, and you hear a knock on the door, and she's like, oh no, this isn't going to happen, or whatever. I'm not sure exactly what, but then the video goes dead, okay? And so somehow they find her, okay? And it has to do with the viewers. Thank you, viewers, that were able to do that. Now, in Leticia's mind, she thinks that they're pinging her phone, and that they're tracking her, tracing and tracking, tracking and tracing. No, it's because you put everything out online of where you're at and whatever, and those viewers were able to pinpoint where you were at, and they called for help. That's how they were able to find you. It wasn't that the government is pinging you. She even made a comment about, those self-flushing toilets. They're tracing or tracking when you don't wipe your butt or something. I mean, this is totally insane talk. I mean, why would they want to know or look at your butthole? Okay, it's just insane. Now I am going to get kind of ugly, because now I'm pissed. Now I am really pissed. All right? And I'm kind of pissed at the system. I know we have a broken system. I do know that. A lot of it comes from being understaffed, just like with the healthcare field. The healthcare field is understaffed, just like with a lot of fields, right? So sometimes things fall through the cracks. But this is a clear case of there is a unborn child, and people might, think, well, here's a woman that really needs some help. You can't help somebody if they won't take the help. But there is an unborn child that is viable, okay? That is clearly in danger. And they're not doing anything. Anything. They had multiple chances. They know what her videos are saying, okay? They've watched her videos where she has said she was going to kill this baby. Now, can they do anything off of words? Maybe not. All right. But she just posted a video, all right, of her in the hospital. And then she uploaded a video, because I didn't see the uploaded video until I seen the video of her in the hospital of her suicide attempt. And then she uploaded the video, because I didn't see that, where she actually took the pills. Now, again, I'm going to say it's manipulation, because she did not drink any of the cold medicine. She took a handful of pills. She did. But she didn't take any more than that. She put a bunch more in her hand and went and got some water, but she did not take the rest of those. If she was going to unlive herself, you would think that she would go ahead and take the rest of them. And she is crying a lot, and she's talking about the baby being a demon, and she is talking about the baby needs to be dead, and then she says she loves him, but no, he needs to be dead, and I'm not trying to hurt my baby. And then she's like, this baby's going to be messed up, and he's going to have brain damage or something like that. She took quite a few pills. We see that. But she didn't take all of them. Like I said, she said it's on record. We don't see a record where she has done attempts before. Has she done pill attempts? I don't know. She said one time that she took 90 Xanax bars. I'm sorry. If she took... No. There's no way. No way possible that she, in my opinion, would have survived that. But then she's sitting down and she's smoking the rest of her pot, and she's saying, this is all your fault. If you guys would have supplied me with pot, again, here we go with the pot. If you guys would have supplied me with my pot, this wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have taken these pills. I would have been fine. Well, she had some pot. But see, she wouldn't have had enough for the next day. Okay? If you guys would have gave me a place to live, if I would have had my home, I wouldn't have taken those pills. If the father of this baby would have called me, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't have taken these pills. I didn't do this to the baby. I didn't hurt this baby. You guys all did. No, she did. She did this. Okay? She did this to the baby. We're not talking about her self-harming. Okay? If she's going to do it to herself, then, like I said, she's going to do it. Right? You have to want help. But there's another life inside of her. And it has been clear throughout this entire pregnancy that she has talked about hurting this baby just to get back at this man that did not want a relationship with her. And when he did not want the relationship, did not want nothing to do with her, in my opinion, she decided to file rape charges. And when she got in trouble for doing that, then I'm going to hurt this baby. I'm going to hurt this baby. So The next video that she's in the hospital. Well, no, back it up. The one that she uploaded after. Now, she's in the hospital and she's talking about, she's all hooked up. She's in the hospital now. Like I said, if she really wanted to end her life, she would have probably taken all of those pills, right? She also seen in chat, I'm sure, because she does read some of them. She does. That people were already saying what motel she was at, and people already said they had the police and stuff. That's why she barricaded the door. She knew they could break down that door. She knows that they if a cop wants to get in a door, they can break it in, right? She already, in my opinion, knew that they were coming. And again, just in my opinion, this is my opinion, she has nowhere to go. She has no money. It's like the end of the month. She's on disability, and normally they get paid around the first of the month, normally. She has no money. Nowhere to go. She's an hour from her car. She's scared to get arrested. She already got released from, the mental health facility she was at. The only other option was to do something drastic to try to avoid that court date. But not too drastic to totally unlive herself. Okay? Because, in my opinion, I don't think that was enough pills to unlive herself. Could be, it just depends on your body. But that definitely could be enough to really cause damage to that baby. She could have already caused serious damage to the baby. And apparently, she's alive. She's fine. But what damage has she done to her unborn? I mean, on top of smoking as much pot as she's smoking on a daily. But all those pills she took, I mean, it was a good size handful. What damage did she cause the baby? So while she's in the hospital, she released the video of her taking the pills and of the police barging in. Now, I don't know who was there to begin with. It might have been like a manager. If it was the police, they would have barged in my opinion, sooner. Because, and she wouldn't have got so many in her, or maybe, I don't know. She went and got water. She had water there, to take more, but she didn't. That's my thing. So, just my opinion, she was showing her people, her viewers, see what you guys made me do? You made me take this, these pills. You guys made me do this. Now, like I said, there were some people in the comments that were saying, just do it. Not on that video, on the other video, when she said she was going to. Just end it and stuff like that. You guys are sick, okay? No matter what, you're sick because you are messing with somebody that has mental health issues. That is clear. So that is sick to do. You're just trolling her, and that's sick. But I'm still sticking with, I think this is manipulation. But in the process of trying to get out of going to jail for a false police report, okay, she could have very well hurt this baby. She might be completely fine physically, but what about this baby? And she's blaming it on everybody else. Everybody else. Everybody did this. They made her take these pills because nobody would give her a home. She's got all the time in the world to do research. She can work. She absolutely can, but she says she won't. She's worked before, okay, even with mental health issues. She's worked before. She's had 2 jobs and went to college. But she's not going to work because the government owes her. Everybody owes her because she's went through trauma. A lot of people's went through trauma. Maybe worse than what Leticia has went through. Okay? She can still work being on disability to make a little bit of extra income. I mean, she's making extra income being on YouTube. But she does not want to try to do the extra work it takes because she says she's not going to answer questions over and over and over again to try to get low income housing or to try to get, you know, whatever it might take to get her own home. It's not worth it. And she thinks that she's doing okay by living in a vehicle, that she's going to be able to have her child. I mean, she might even be able to, if she would have kept her act together, get visitation with her other child. If she would have done the right thing by not harassing her ex and his wife, by maybe continuing counseling and therapy with a different therapist that wasn't into conspiracy things and that was with up to date on mental health. Okay, maybe if she would stuck with medication and not been and I'm going to call her a pothead. She's a pothead. I've said it over and over again. There's nothing wrong with marijuana to help out with some issues. I've already stated before, you know, it can help out people with physical and mental issues. But this girl, in my opinion, she's using it to get high. She likes the high. Okay? That's my opinion. She wants to get high. And she's used to that high feeling, and that's how she wants to feel. But she's pregnant now. And if she wanted to fight to see her daughter, if she would have shown that, hey, I can have a stable home. Hey, I'm not going to harass you. Hey, I know I screwed up big time in the past, but I am going to work hard to do A, B, and C so that I can get maybe supervised visitation to begin with and then, you know, go from there. But even her daughter wasn't worth her working for because she wants everything given to her. So when she's back, when she uploaded that other video of her taking the medicine, within a minute of her taking the medicine, she's like, oh, I don't feel good. My stomach hurts. Oh, he's moving around. He's not liking that. Leticia, it takes longer than a minute for the medication to get into your system, okay? Seriously. You think people are stupid and you're smart? No. You don't feel good all the time, all right? If you're not high, you're not feeling good. That means there's a problem there, all right? And you should be feeling good because you're getting high as you're saying this, but the medicine isn't in your system yet. So the baby's not feeling it yet. You're not feeling it yet. It hasn't had time to get into your system. You're so smart. Look it up. So yes, I'm getting very angry because she could have done some damage to this baby They, and when I say they, yeah, the higher ups know what she has been saying, what she has said that she was going to do before the baby's born, after the baby's born, yet they have not done a damn thing. Nothing. Okay? When she went into the hospital this last time, they were aware, the police were out there to pick her up or whatever. They were aware that she had a warrant out for her arrest. But she wasn't arrested because she could be in jail right now. And she wouldn't have done this if they would have, straight from the hospital, picked her ass up on that warrant, because the cops were there. When she tried to put charges on her brother, she wouldn't have been able to take those pills and maybe harmed that innocent baby. So now, if something is wrong with this baby, yes, Leticia is to blame, 100%. But some of that could be put on the police as well, because they did not arrest her. If there is an active warrant, I have to put that out there. Leticia said there is. I have not seen an active warrant. All I have seen so far is that they asked for a revoke of her release. But if there is an active warrant, and they did not, when they were there and took her to the hospital, if they did not nab her when she was released on that warrant, then they could very well be held, or should be, responsible if there's anything wrong with this baby. Now, if they do not hold her after this attempt, quote, attempt, if they do not hold her or do something until this baby is born, something is wrong. Something is wrong, and they should be held accountable as well as she should. Because this baby now, like I said, is viable outside of the womb. And she has already put harm on that baby. Those pills can affect that baby. It might already have affected that baby. So this baby, if it's born healthy, or if it comes to born and it's born with a lot of disabilities because of the drugs in its system, because they didn't do anything about containing her after she's made all these threats, there should be some outrage. Or what happens if they just let her go and she does end up having the baby in the tub like she says, and she just lets the baby lay there and starve to death? Yes, that would be a murder charge on her, but someone else should be held accountable as well, because they know what her videos, what she's putting out there, because they're monitoring them. That is clear, because they're getting the evidence for this Jason. They know what is being said. That's clear with what they've put in the paperwork with the revoke of her bail thing. They know exactly what's being said. So that's why I'm angry. I am so angry because this little baby, until it's born now, because of what she did, what we've seen her do, we have no idea what damage she has done to it. And then she's like, well, I asked him to pump my stomach. I tried to throw up so that it didn't hurt the baby. Too late, honey. Too late. You did the damage. And you think any child should be in your care? No child should ever be in this woman's care. Ever. Because she refuses to get the help she needs. She has to want the help. Nobody's going to bend over backwards and give it to her. Okay? She's an able-bodied person. Yes, she has mental health issues. So do millions. All right? Some of them a lot worse than she does. And they don't act like this. A lot of them are raising children, and they don't hurt their children. They don't hurt their babies. They don't lie on men to put them in prison because that person doesn't want a relationship. They wanted a one-night stand. Or maybe they thought about a relationship, but they can't deal with someone that has mental health issues. And now I get it. She says a lot was taken from her. Going through a divorce is hard. Losing custody of your child is hard. But that's when you need to work harder. She doesn't want to work for nothing. And that's what people need to understand. So people can throw their money at her all you want, but you know what? Think about this. The people that threw their money at her, you also helped buy that Tylenol that she took to hurt that baby. Think about that. Because with her not having any money, she wouldn't have been able to buy that. So with that, I'm caught up on Leticia for now. She's allowed to have her phone for now. But I don't know where it's going to come. I don't know where it's going to go. Some units won't allow, if she's put in a psych unit, some of them won't allow you to have a phone. But now she's done it on a live video. I don't know why her channel's still up, to be honest. Because she just did an attempt on a live. Okay? So, I'm surprised that her channel is still up. People that are sending really nasty, horrible messages to her, that's gross. That really is. Someone that has mental health issues, they don't need that. And it's just gross. I mean, what are you trying to prove when you do that? When you're sending nasty messages to someone that is suffering already, I mean, to me, that's just gross. I don't know what we'll see from her next, but she is the one to blame for this. Only her. She's the one that took those pills, all right? She is the one that, like I said, will not do the work. She will not, even before she got pregnant. She had a couple of years to be able to, if she's living in her car, she can save up money, right? She can save up money if she's living in her car, but she's choosing not to. I mean, she doesn't have an electric bill. She doesn't have gas bill. She doesn't have any of that. Not like, the rest of us that have to pay a mortgage and all the utility bills and all that good stuff. So she could save up a little bit of money. She won't, work a part-time job or, see if there's anything like that she can do. Or, now she's making some money on YouTube. She doesn't want to save up any money to try to get herself a home. She doesn't want to better herself. She says she does, but then we all owe her. The government owes her. Her ex owes her. Jason owes her. Everybody owes her. If she was given a home, if she was given pot, if she was given all this stuff, she would be happy. Well, damn. If somebody would pay off, my mortgage, if someone would pay off this or that, I would be happy. And I'm sure everybody out there listening, if they would pay off your mortgage, some people with student loans, if they'd pay off your student loans or car notes, all your bills, you would be happy too, wouldn't you? Heck yeah, we would all be happy if we didn't have all that. I'm sure all the homeless people that aren't lucky enough to have a vehicle to stay in, they would probably be happy to have maybe just a camper, maybe even a tent. They would probably be pretty happy. They would be happy to have a junk car to stay in. They would be happy to have any type of income. Maybe even if it was just a couple $100s a month. They would be happy to have food stamps coming in. But, they have to have, at least in my state, I said this before, they have to have an address to be able to collect food stamps. So they have to rely on going down to the soup kitchen or the churches that give away food. That's where they have to go. Or the one lady that this one group of homeless, she goes down a couple times a week and feeds them large meals, dinners and stuff. So with that, I'm going to go. But yes, I am very upset that this baby now might be damaged. Seriously. Because nobody wanted to do anything. And if there was a warrant and they could have locked her up until the court date, she wouldn't have been able to take those pills. She wouldn't have been able to do what she did and maybe permanently damaged this baby. So hopefully they keep her until the baby's born, because she's made how many death threats on this baby? Isn't that enough to be able to hold her until the baby's born? And so they can take this baby away and find out if Jason is or isn't the father. And if he's not the father, or if he doesn't want anything to do with it, place it in a home. Someone to adopt this baby so it has a chance at life, because this baby does not belong anywhere near her. She has so much love-hate towards this Jason, and even if it comes out that it's not Jason's, in her mind, in my opinion, she's still going to think this baby's Jason's, okay? Even if it's proven not to be. And just because this baby is a boy, that really scares me. That scares me more so than if this baby would be a girl. This baby is not safe nowhere near her. That's my opinion. So with that, I'm going to go, and I guess we'll just see what happens. Hopefully this time they hold her and they don't let her out until this baby's born.